And we continue this afternoon on Central Valley Talk. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I'm Mike Scott. This is Carolyn Ocheltree. I said it right, didn't I?
You did. Congratulations.
From the Tree of Life Cafe and Bakery, which is downtown. Remember the old downtown club? It's now called the Republican. And you're right across the street, right across Kern Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kate McKnight and Ephraim Boss just took it over. It's a beautiful place, and we're going to be their neighbors across the street.
I'm going to get down there and see that. It sounds exciting. So tell me about the Tree of Life Cafe and Bakery. You call it Farm to Fork.
Yes, we do, and it's an urban cafeteria. It's an idea that's really taking on in the big cities, and we're going to bring it to the big city of Fresno. And you grab your tray and you go through line and you get food that we've been cooking all day for you. Soups, stews, braises, healthy food, but you get it fast.
What time do you start in the morning cooking all that stuff?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. I used to work that 4 a.m. shift, so I know what that's like. Are you just open for breakfast and lunch now, or just lunch? Or
At the moment, we will be open for breakfast and lunch. As downtown gets more of a booming nightlife, we are more than open to being open later. But for right now, downtown kind of shuts down at 5 o'clock.
I was going to say, when are you planning on Fresno getting a booming nightlife downtown?
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen sooner or later.
It's going to happen.
It?
It is.
Yeah. Well, you know what? As they build more and more of those condos and nice little places to live downtown, those people that are living there will need places to shop and to eat, and it'll grow exponentially.
Exactly. Well, and if you talk to Mario and Jake Soberall over at Bitwise, and you talk about what they have planned for downtown, it's quite It's quite a plan for getting a whole tech industry into downtown Fresno. So I think between that and the high-speed rail that's coming, we're going to see some substantial changes in how downtown looks.
Well, high-speed rail's now pushed back to, 2030 or something? I'm a big high-speed rail supporter, but I want it to be here now.
For those of us who are alive to see it, yes.
Well, I travel the world, and every place else in the world has had high-speed rail for 50 years, and we're still trying to build the first mile of it here. Come on, let's get it going. All right, so another unique thing about your cafe is the people that are working there.
Yes, we believe in restoring and renewal, and we want our cafe to be a symbol of that in downtown Fresno. We're going to be hiring a lot of men and women who have come through what we like to call life-transforming programs, which is another way of saying drug and alcohol rehabilitation, but it gives it a little bit more of a positive spin. And these are men and women who they've done the hard work of getting clean and sober, but now they need to find a job where they can contribute to society, they can give back, and that's often one of the biggest challenges, is people don't want to hire them because of a bad background, because of a huge gap in employment. And so we want to offer that training, that support, that encouragement that says, we don't throw away anything. We don't throw away people. We don't throw away furniture. Our furniture is all going to be reused and restored, and it's just a symbol of renewal.
Yeah. Now, how are you finding these people?
Well, my husband and I have long been active with Fresno Rescue Mission and Rescue the Children. So, frankly, I have kind of an inside connection. I teach computers and parenting classes to women who are going through these programs. So I know a lot of them personally, and I've been able to handpick ones that would really fit well. But we're not just hiring from Fresno Rescue Mission. If someone has gone through another program here in town, we are happy to consider them for employment. We want to give people that opportunity to not fall through the cracks of society.
Right. I don't want people to get the wrong impression. You're not going to go in there and be served by homeless people, basically.
Not in the slightest.
No.
These people will be held to professional standards. It's going to be a beautiful place and a beautiful experience.
Yeah. So, open already, or?
Not quite.
Not quite.
If you go by, you'll see us in there just about every day, making improvements, cleaning, working on it. March is our target opening date.
So,
yes.
big grand opening?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, all the attorneys and the folks downtown, when you're on jury duty, you're always looking for places to eat. I mean, there's plenty of people downtown, so you just have to get them over your way.
Absolutely. They'll be welcome. And we also want to reach out and do catering so that if you're having a function in your office, and we can be there with our food and help you out in that way, too.
Yeah. Do you have a food baking background? Or?
I'm a mom of 4 boys.
So, of course I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
20 years.
Thank you.
But it's a big step to go from home cooking to having a restaurant. I mean, have you tried out a lot of different recipes to narrow it down to the ones you're going to serve, or?
We have, yes. And actually, our oldest son, Philip, is going to be the head chef. And so he understands my standards, shall we say.
Chef Philip?
And, yes. and he does have a lot of kitchen background. He has 15 years of working in the food industry. So he's got a lot of background to draw on there.
Yeah. Now, it's a tough business you're going into. Most restaurants are lucky if they make it through the first year.
Absolutely.
How are you going to make it through that first year?
Absolutely. My certified public accountant husband is sitting over there in the audience, in our studio audience. No, he actually works as a counselor with SCORE, which is the Small Business Administration here in Fresno, where he counsels people who are starting businesses, and he helps them develop business plans, helps them learn how to make a wise, sensible business plan that will actually work. So we've made a wise, sensible business plan that will actually work. And he has helped launch a lot of successful businesses that have stayed successful.
So you already know some of the obstacles that may be coming. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this is really good for him, because this is the first time that he's had to put into practice what he's taught so many other people how to do. So it's a good experience.
The most important thing, if the food is good, people will come back and they'll tell their friends, and it will grow from there. So the food has to be good from day one.
It will be.
Yeah.
The food will be, and the service will be. We plan to treat our employees like family and our customers like family. We want this to be second home to people.
Yeah. How you say you want to treat people like family, man? I don't know how many restaurants I go into where you feel like you have to distract the waitress to get her off the phone to pay attention to you because she's texting somebody. She throws the menu down in front of you and walks away. Your water glass sits there empty through the whole meal. I don't think a lot of restaurant people really care anymore these days, but you're going to turn that around.
Well, we are. And, of course, a lot of those problems are solved by the fact that you've gone through a cafeteria line and you serve your own beverages.
But at some point, you're going to interact with the employees,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
And it will be a clean, safe, happy place for you to be.
Yay! How did you decide on the name Tree of Life?
We took it from the Bible. The book of Revelation talks about the tree of life, and it says that its leaves are for the healing of the nations. And on multiple levels, we want this restaurant to be a healing place. We want to serve healthful food that's free of additives and preservatives, but we want it to be healing emotionally. When you come in there, we want you to have a feeling of peace and of well-being, and that you're welcome here. So a lot of healing. Plus, just Fresno is such a diverse culture. There's so many people who have contributed to making Fresno the wonderful city that it is. We want to celebrate that. Fresnans are pretty good at shooting ourselves in the foot and talking about all the things that we're not so good at. We'd like to celebrate the things that we are good at and the many cultures that have made us good.
That's awesome. Well, listen, Carolyn, when you get closer to opening, you'll have to come back, bring some food. We'll taste it here on the air. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Do you have an online presence yet? Are you already online promoting it? Or do you have a website? Or
Yes, we have a website, which is www.treeoflife.com. We also are on Instagram as Tree of Life, and on Twitter and Facebook. So
I can't
come
believe
visit
Tree
us.
of Life was still available as a website after all these years.
Tree of Life Fresno.
Oh, Tree of Life Fresno. Okay. I say somebody must have gobbled up Tree of Life by now. But treeoflifefresno.com. All right. Carolyn Ocheltree.
Yes,
Thank
good.
you so much.
Thank
I'm
you,
looking
Mike.
forward to seeing the Tree of Life Cafe and Bakery right in downtown Fresno, across the street from it's now the Republican, used to
Yes,
be the
it is.
Downtown Club.
Yes.
All right. And you heard about it right here on Central Valley Talk.